And we're live, Bish. I've got it up. It's on. We're on the NFL, the SMTMUK, the Punt Fantasy Draft. Are you ready, Bish? We're live. I think we're on now. I'm going to give it a share on all my platforms quickly. But yeah, talk us through.
We're in.
Bish. I think before we start, though, if you can give a quick explanation, because it's completely different to obviously Premier League and all that. If you want to give a rundown of how it works, and yeah.
So NFL fantasy, we've got 12 people in a league. You draft players. But there's only one team who can have one player. So it's like a draft. You take it in turns to pick, and once that player goes off the board, that's it. No one else can have that player during the draft. So we're doing what's called half PPR, so it's points per reception. So you get an extra half a point for a catch for wide receivers, tight ends, running backs, and that's it. Basic concept: quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, a flex player, which can be a wide receiver, running back, or tight end, 1 tight end, and then your standard kicker in defense. And I believe 6 or 7 bench players. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. It's the first one this year. We're trying it out. We've got some boys in there, various levels. Some have done it before, some haven't done it before, and I believe we've got 1 fan taking on the
the
rugby boys. So we'll see how it goes.
Sam talked with the link on Twitter.
12 minutes off the draft.
Yeah, I'm excited, Bish. I'm excited. Obviously, it's the first time we've done anything like this. Obviously, first time we've done anything like this. We're ready to go. We did sort of live things, but we're on Red Zone. Won it this year. This year, it's about the draft. Like I said, for me living in America, this was absolutely ginormous. It takes over full America for 3 weeks. It's all people who watch NFL talk about. It's comment about different players. What draft position are you? Who've you drafted? And for the English viewers, we're just going to take you through it tonight and have a go. We've had a couple of comments in already. We've had Frankie Grimes giving us an oi, excited to watch, and Andy Bibby, any wire talk tonight? We could chuck in a few rugby league comments, but we're trying to keep it to NFL, Andy. But stick around if you want to know where he's. Like I said, a fantasy draft. The draft. We are now 11 minutes to go. It's actually Isaac Farrell with the first pick in the SM in the.
What about that? Is the last one in, and somehow he manages to the random. I think we was it 6 times we randomed it. And he's ended up with the number 1 pick. So he's rumor has it Lamar Jackson's going number 1 on the board tonight. So he's a big Ravens fan. So we'll see what happens.
Does he understand how much? Does he understand how this?
He doesn't. He watches NFL, but he's not. He's a big big watcher, big Ravens fan. But this is his first fantasy experience. So. I was messaging him last night. He said, "What shall I do?" I said, "Well, do some mock drafts from your position and get an understanding of what players you're looking at, and then so we'll see what happens." It's a funny one, number 1 pick, because you pick early, and then because it's a snake draft, which is it goes 1 to 12, and then it comes back on itself, so then goes back down 12 to 1. So he has the first pick, but then he don't pick again for another 23 picks. So yeah, it's interesting. Where he's going to go. So where are you picking, Joe? You got any strategy or anything?
Yeah, I'm the 11th pick in the draft. It's a 12 person draft. I'm picking at 11th, and it's saying that there's a thing called ADP, which is your average draft position. So if you hear a lot of ADP, again, average draft position, where players normally draft throughout all the different drafts on the app. It's saying predicted for me AJ Brown or Derrick Henry, but as you've just discussed, Bish, with so many newcomers to the draft system, and maybe not understand it, or some having favourites and not, I reckon there'll be a few shocks early on here. So I don't know, Bish. I'm really nervous. in my previous, I've got a draft with all my American friends who are all Green Bay fans. I had the 6th pick and I went Saquon Barkley. I don't think I'll have Saquon this late in, but I'm hoping Derrick Henry falls to me because I'm still a running back man. I love this wide receiver one. It makes it a bit more interesting because when I first started playing, every pick off the board would be a running back, probably similar for you. First 10 picks, majority there'd be one wide receiver in that Michael Thomas year who got injured, but most of the time it's running back, so it makes it a bit different. But I'm a running back man at heart. I think it's safe. I've gone crazy before. I'm going safe. Derrick Henry's going to get me guaranteed points every week, whether Tennessee are good or not. And I'm excited. I'm hoping I can draft Derrick Henry. If you've got people from the league watching this, Bish, I want to draft Cooper Kupp as my.
Let's throw him off the scent. Yeah,
yeah, Cooper Kupp, brilliant player. He should be going in the top 5 for any of you watching. He should be top 5, top 4. But I'm going Cooper Kupp in my 11th pick.
I think a few of the boys would have just finished training, so I'm hoping they can get there for the draft starting. So we're due to start at 9. We might just throw a message in the group and give it 5 minutes. But yeah, I'm hoping everyone's available for 9 and get the show on the road.
Yeah, I'm excited. Really excited for it. But yeah, no, Kupp's obviously injured. His average draft position is 15th. He's 15th here, and obviously that won't be the case. Hopefully, for people watching, do not draft Cooper Kupp in the first 2 rounds. He might miss the first couple of weeks. You might disagree with me, Bish, here, but
he's definitely out week 1. Yeah, I think there's talk he could miss potentially the first 4. So yeah, he's that's a big blow. And there's Kelsey as well, isn't there? Obviously, Kelsey, some sort of I don't think it's serious, but I think a bit of bone bruising on his knee. So I think that might not be a serious thing, but that might be a couple of weeks as well.
Yeah, so I don't think, the Kelsey one, I'm not drafting it. And I wasn't a big believer in it anyway. I think there is a couple of tight ends that can do well. I think Kittle's going to come back with a vengeance because every time he's been on and off injury for a couple of years now. When he does play well. You've obviously got Mark Andrews, who's brilliant. And then my pick, who I used in my draft, Darren Waller, different team this year. He's at the New York Giants. I think there's no way he doesn't have a good. He's a fantastic player, athletic. Everything in preseason says that he looks phenomenal. I've got Darren Waller very early on here, and he might be my tight end based on how educated some of your other friends are.
Yeah, that'll be a good pick. I think his biggest problem has been on the field, hasn't it? I think these last 2 seasons he's had 9 and 11 games, so he's missed. It's a 17 game season now, so he's missed. I think he's played 20 games in the last 2 years, so he's missed probably half of the games. So, but yeah, he's definitely he's a mismatch, and I'm sure he'll be a big weapon for the Giants. So that could be a good one. But I mean, other than those sort of top 4 heavy ones, the others are just pretty much around the same. So I guess if you don't get one of those top 4s then there you go. You probably just hang around until the end, really, don't you? I think.
Yeah, there's Higbee. Higbee's one that I'm looking at because of Kupp's injury. I think he'd be a brilliant tight end pick. I think there's a few tight end Bish that will be around that middle stage that I'm not sad about picking. And I'd hate to lose out on a top running back because there's a lot of running back committees this year, and there's a few very dominant wide receivers, and I don't know. It's where is your head at? Would you pick Kelsey in that first round?
No, I'm not. I wouldn't, to be honest. Where am I? I'm at 4, so it's a bit of a funny one at 4 for me. I think because generally you'd think it'd go Jefferson or McCaffrey. Jamar Chase would be up there. So 4, usually, well, I say usually, I think it's about Austin Eckler range. But I think we spoke about him earlier. For me, if Saquon Barkley's there at 4, I think I'm taking him. I like Eckler, but I'm not sure. It's the Chargers that put me off a little bit. Although he's pretty much used as a wide receiver, really, isn't he, out of the backfield? But you definitely know Barkley's going to be the main man in that offense. So I think if he's at 4 there, it's a running back, and he's probably one of the very few, like you said, workhorse running backs where it's his backfield. He's not splitting it with anyone. There's not very many in this league. Barkley, Henry, Chubb, off the top of my head. And if you can nail one of them, like you said early on, then I think that's the way to go. McCaffrey as well, obviously, I think we spoke about earlier.
I think I got pretty lucky, to be honest, in my other draft where I've gone Saquon, and then in round 2, because at the time his contract hadn't been sorted, I got Josh Jacobs. So I've got 2. I've got the running back 1 of last year in Josh Jacobs, and possibly the best running back besides Caffrey in the league in Saquon Barkley. So I'm ecstatic if I get anything like that in this draft. I'm cigaring, thinking I beat you all over. Because before we get into it, Bish, we're only a couple of minutes away. I'll show it throughout the draft process anyway. Our free sponsor, we are giving Tag a free sponsor. Even he's our big fan. He's got Tag's touchdown treble. He's the man. He's actually doing on Sunday night an NFL Network Red Zone. What we do live, he's doing it at the Tribal Kingswood in Hull. It's a £10 entry. You get a free alcoholic drink with it. It's a live NFL on Radio Humberside as well. It's hosted by Mike White. Guests include, obviously, Scott Taylor himself, Jake Clifford, Tex Hoy, Danny Houghton, Jordan Lane, and Best Bet Bish. Bish, I'm a bit disappointed you're not in the guests included bit of this, though. I've got to be honest with you.
They should have. I'm in the photo at the bottom, and that'll do me.
It's all. By the way, all I think go to Rob Burrow, and obviously, it's for a brilliant cause. Rob Burrow Discretionary Trust. It's for a brilliant cause. It should be a brilliant day for all you NFL fans out there. I'll say this again. Get yourself there. I sadly won't be going as it is my missus' birthday and we're in a nice hotel in Cheshire. I'll be missing of the Red Zone, so please don't make me upset, because I will be. I'm missing part of it, but the wifely duties sadly come first in this case. But I've said to her, never this year only. Because she's moving over from America, so I've got to pay my dues before she doesn't come back next time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We've had a few good dues at Tribal for the Super Bowl, so yeah, it'll be a great event, and props to Tag for doing it all in the name of Rob Burrow. So everything raised goes to Rob Burrow's fund. So that's a special effort from Tag. That.
And then I'll just Bish, we've just recorded the show, but for obviously all the live watchers, before we get going, we're a minute away. Let's just go through our bets. Let's give him a bit of spite. Bish's best bets on the screen now.
Oh, you've got him. I'm glad you had him because I can't remember him.
Oh goodness, I'm ready to roll this year. I've got it all filtered.
So we're under a minute, but yeah, we've got the Jags minus 4.5. They're up against the Colts. Rams. Not very good this year, I don't think. We've got the unders. I actually took 47.5 a couple of weeks ago, but it's coming a little bit. And just the guy we spoke about, Darren Waller, I think he'll have a big game there. He's a bit of a mismatch, so I think he'll get plenty of targets early and often, and hopefully get us over those yards.
Brilliant. Yeah, we should be on the board. Isaac Farrell will be drafting first. As soon as it's announced, we'll talk through the picks. We'll talk through who's made absolute blunders and mistakes. I'll go through my bets in a bit. We'll show Tags. We'll show Tags event as many times as we can. But yeah, we're waiting. We're
waiting. The clock's it's struck. So we've got half in the draft room at the minute. So we'll just give it a couple of minutes for a few others, and then we'll get the show on the road.
Yeah, again, just a quick one before we go, because we're waiting on the first pick of the draft. Tags Red Zone NFL opening Sunday at the Tribal Kingswood, £10 entry. All tickets go to the Rob Burrow 7 Discretionary Trust. Get in, get your tickets, enjoy with the lads. Best Bet Bish will be there giving all his advice on the day, having a good laugh, and you might see him have a beer because I think his game on Saturday, but don't tell the coach. But no, probably not. We'll have a good. I think it'll be an amazing event, and I'm really sad I'm not there. But
yeah, we're nearly here. We just got the two boys who are training tonight, so we'll just give them 2 minutes and see if they can make it.
First pick. So Bish, yeah, like you said, you don't fancy Austin Eckler. You might be going Saquon, but he's average ADP again. ADP's average draft position. So all the drafts on this app, it's the ones who get picked every time, and they normally have an average position. And Saquon's is 8th. So why you this would be called a reach, wouldn't it, Bish? In draft,
it would, right?
We're on.
We're underway. Isaac, you're on the clock.
Isaac Farrell is on the clock. We've got Sam picking next. We've got a brilliant draft ahead.
Yeah, you're right. It would be a bit of a reach, actually. You're right. Just looking at him now.
I don't want to.
It's just off Sinically. I'm not sure. Oh, Justin Jefferson first off the board.
He's gone safe, Bish. He's gone safe. Jefferson is the first.
He threw us off with a Lamar Jackson talk.
Jamar Chase, pick number 2. That is. That's his. I think that's his. Yeah, I think no massive surprises yet. Jamar Chase, a bit of a reach. A few injury concerns last year. But yeah.
Oh, there he is. McCaffrey's off.
McCaffrey's
off. I'm on the clock.
Bish is on the clock. Bish, talk us through your thoughts. He's on the clock.
It is Barkley, but I think I'm going to play it safe. I've gone with ADP. I've gone with him. I talked myself out of him, and then I put him in anyway.
I'll give some posts throughout the evening of the draft positions just to give you an idea. But Bish has gone Austin Eckler round 4 after 10 minutes before saying he's not fucking Austin Eckler. Bish, you have to explain yourself here. We've got some viewers who have watched all throughout. You have to explain yourself here.
It's the ADP's thrown me off. I've talked up the Giants as well in the preview as well, and so I've come to it and I've bottled it straight away. But we'll see how we get on.
So I'm next. I'm picking overall number 11, and then because it is a snake draft, which means there's 12 people in the league. If I'm picking 11th, I then wrap around again, and I'll pick for the 14th pick. So I get 2 very quick picks in a row. That's what makes it different towards Fantasy Premier League. It's like you said, it's one player. Each person in the league gets one player. And no one else gets him. So it's not like by the end of the year in fantasy where everyone has the same team and it's who you captain, who you do the little... No, you watch your players. That's what makes Red Zone so exciting, because as it pops up, you know you're on, and you know your player is either scoring. The Giants pop up and Saquon is, and Bish is crying because he didn't stick to his guns and pick who he said he would.
We've just had the first computer auto pick as well for Stocky. He's ended up with Kelsey there.
That's a rough start because Kelsey's not playing week 1. I think we've got a
quarterback go early as well. Pick number 5, Jalen Hurts.
We've got Tag here. Tag's watching. Engrave the trophy now, lads. Tag thinks he's won. He's won already. Wait,
it's a solid pick.
What's Tag's name in the draft?
It is Thunder Father.
He's gone Broncos. He's winning. I can't agree with him. Tag, I think
Lamar Jackson's gone.
Who's Brav's Bish?
Danny Bravo. He's
Danny
Bravo. 10.
Oh, Jake Bisco.
Won't be happy.
Kelsey still might play. I'm on the clock. Pick 11. So my average ADP. Saquon's still on the board.
Wow.
After Bish said he's picking him. I picked Saquon in my other draft. Obviously, Jake, my friends here who's watching, knows I picked Saquon. I can't go with him twice. I'm gonna play it safe and go. I'm gonna go Steph. Oh no, I'm not.
Henry's there. You've talked up Henry. You can't do what I did.
Do I go Saquon to ice and just watch the New York Giants every week? I've got to, and if Barkley's still on the board at 11, my friend Jake's just said he's got to go Barkley. I'm going Saquon Barkley. He's drafted pick 11. I'm back on at 14, so I've got a couple of picks, and then back on, I've gone Barkley. So I've gone Barkley twice in both of my NFL drafts. So I guess I'll be paying for the New York Giants a lot this year. Bish, my next overall, there's a few reaches, as Tag said. Like I said, Nick Chubb's off the board. Lamar Jackson's off the board. On pick 9, Lamar Jackson. That's wild.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill, Kelsey might be playing, so it's not a bad pick. Bijan, bit of a... I don't... Tag's had a nightmare. Jalen Hurts off the board. A lot of QBs off the board early. I don't... Who's give this advice?
Well, it's the beauty of fantasy. How you build your team is completely up to you, isn't it? So, like you said, it's a case of some... If anything, it's refreshing. You know, it's not going with a grain. It's different. You know,
You're saying it's refreshing because you know you've done the most research and you're going to win.
No, well, like you said, I went with ADP, didn't I? I stuck with Eckler when, you know, everything was telling me not to. But we'll see if it's the right decision.
Early. Sam Cook QB's going early is a horror show, and I can't disagree. I think they've got to go. You've got to get a QB in. I'm on the clock. I apologise. So I've gone Saquon pick 11, then it's been AJ Brown and Stephon Diggs. I've got Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's still on. I've got to draft him. I'm going 2 running backs again. Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley. I'm winning this year.
2 solid running backs there as well.
I'm all on Bish. I'm all on Saquon, Derrick Henry. I am winning this league. Jake, thank you for convincing me because I could have gone AJ, I could have gone Stephon, but Saquon, Derrick Henry. I've got the best 2 running backs in the league.
It'll be interesting now because we've got Patty Mahomes up there. You know, we've still got Josh Allen, obviously with Hurts going early and Jackson going early. So where do them 2 fall? Do they go this round?
Sam Cook, a watcher of the punt, is getting into you a bit here, Bish, saying you can't back up the QBs going early. He says it's a horror show that QBs have gone early. He's disagreeing with you.
How many titles has he won?
Oh, Sam gets how many titles has he won? Because Bish has won a couple. I've not won one yet, to be honest. I've not won one yet. Even all my friends has won, so... Watcher and drafter picking from the 2 slots. Yeah, that Sam's the one who's in the. Sam's our fan watching. Sam's the one on Twitter who won the 1 spot available. He says he's got this year, Bish. He's getting into you.
Oh, good luck to him then.
Jake, my best friend from America, big Green Bay fan. Henry and Barkley are steals. Nice picks. Thanks, Jake. Appreciate that.
Yeah, it's a solid running back start, that, isn't it? Like you said, 2 workhorses as well. Oh, there's Patty gone.
Patrick Mahomes. So who's it gone? I'll just read them out. So I went Derrick Henry, and then it's gone CD Lamb, Garrett Wilson, Tony Pollard, then Patrick Mahomes. A lot of cute. So Stockings double up on the Mahomes Kelsey. I like that. I guess if you are Kelsey,
I think he's actually auto picking, so I think that's
incredible.
I don't want to take credit away from him in case he's not, but he's, that might be a computer.
That's unbelievable. Chris Olave, second round in second round, number 7. Chris Olave off the board.
Oh, Devontae Adams gone. So I'm on the clock now.
Bish is on the clock.
We've got Amon-Ra, Josh Jacobs, Josh Allen. I'm not a Najee man.
Second round, pick 9.
It's going to have to be Jacobs, I think.
There's Cooper Kupp, Amon-Ra, St. Brown, Josh Jacobs.
I'm loading up on the double running back as well. I think Jacobs. I think Raiders will probably run him into the ground this year, I think.
Bish, for all your fans, is gone. Austin Eckler, Josh Jacobs. Jake said you should have gone Amon-Ra, St. Brown. He's gone for the next pick.
He's gone, yeah. He went next.
He's gone next.
I think there's a bit of depth at wide receiver. I think I'll hold on. Like I said, we've not talked about there's not many workhorse running backs, and I think we've both nailed 2, to be fair.
Yeah, Bish's tag's gone. Bijan Robinson and Chris Olave. He's coming last this year, Bish. I apologise.
Sam loading up on the wide receivers.
Sam Cook, we reckon Waddle hit. Sam, who you going with? Yeah, he's gone Waddle. He's gone Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle, two of the most explosive, fast running wide receivers in the league. Yeah, I think that's safe. You've gone 2 wide receivers. We've gone 2 running backs. It's how the draft can happen, innit? It's yeah. I don't think you've gone wrong there, Sam. Najee Harris, 2nd round, last pick.
Yeah, the running back depth has suddenly fallen off, I think.
Yeah, we've got so next by ADP we've got Cooper Cup, but I imagine people
Josh
have
Allen
done Josh Allen. A lot of QBs gone early here, bitch. I'm getting nervous.
Well, that's what we talked about. Look, we said the top 4, didn't we? That's the 4 gone in just the start of the 3rd round now.
Yeah.
So what would you say? I think Trevor Lawrence. Oh, to be fair, Burrow's there, isn't he?
Burrow's there. I think you might have to take him because I've got Matt. We've got the way JoeMe Gibbs this early. JoeMe Gibbs this early.
Awful pick, Sam. Awful.
I did the same. People aren't doing it, Sam, but I did the same in my American Friends League. Yeah, Sam. So Bish. Sam said bold statement.
I'm on the clock.
Oh, he's on the clock. Sam will answer your question in 1 second because Bish is on the clock. Bish, you've got Cooper Kupp, Mark Andrews, T. Higgins, Travis Etienne. You've got 2 running backs. So are you going another running back and just completely dominating what you're doing?
My mouse has stopped working.
Right. Getting nervous.
Let's have a look. Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough one here, actually. Wide receiver wise, I'm probably looking at
1,500 yards this year. I don't know about. Oh, he's having a debate with Sam. He's splitting with Monk. Yes, yeah. Al Comics. They said Montgomery's being the feature down back to get the touchdowns. Gibbs is going to be more of a receiving back, I think, for the first couple of weeks. Sam, I drafted JoeMe Gibbs. I'm with you, but I think that's the one downside you've got. That I think he will be the receiving back, other than the 3rd down.
Maybe another reach for me there in Calvin Ridley.
Ridley.
I went with him over T. Higgins. We've spoke up. I've spoke up the Jags earlier, so I'm backing up what I say.
He did. So we've done a show that's coming out tomorrow. That's all our predictions for the year. Bish is very high on the Jacksonville Jaguars and Calvin Ridley.
Am I on the offense, not the defense?
Wow. Yeah. So we've got Bish. There's a debate in the comments about JoeMe Gibbs. Give your thoughts.
Yeah, it's an interesting one because I think, like you said, with David Montgomery there, I think he's a better version of Jamal Williams. So anything close, I think he's going to be stifling touchdowns. But you expect Gibbs to be heavily involved. You know, he's as good as a catcher, a receiver, as he is a rusher. So I'm sure he'll get plenty of work, but he's going to lose those touchdowns, I think.
And Jake's gone, I like the Ridley pick. Bish, nice. You've got support on the Ridley. I'm not too sure on it, to be honest, but yeah, Jake.
It was him or Higgins for me. So I went with Ridley because I think Ridley has that opportunity to be the wide receiver 1 there. Obviously, Higgins is obviously in Chase's Chase is the number 1 there, so he's the number 2. So I think whenever I can have a number 1 wide receiver, I'm gonna go with that option.
I'm on the clock soon. So yeah, sorry, we've not gone over who's been picked. So after Bish's pick, Calvin Ridley, Cooper Kupp is off the board. That's brave pick. We've got Justin Herbert, another quarterback. We've got most of the quarterbacks off the board now. The top quarterbacks. We've got T. Higgins. We've got T. Higgins gone. We've got Travis Etienne gone. We've now got DeAndre Hopkins gone of the Tennessee.
That's a computer pick, that one. That's I think it is.
Yeah, it's auto. Yeah. Gordon Lane on the clock. Gone Mark Andrews. He stole my pick. So I'm in the 3rd round. I've got Saquon, Derrick Henry. I've got Jake, help me out. I've got Devonta Smith, Ramondre Stevenson, Debo, Metcalf, Joe Burrow, Breece Hall. I can't go another running back, can I? That's what I did in my overdraft. But Keenan Allen, yeah, it's a lot of running backs near me. I'm not quite sure what to do. Metcalf, Samuel, or Devonta Smith. I'm not too high on any of them. Bish, any help? You're against me, so don't
help.
Probably the wrong. Probably.
Yeah. It's up to you really. Whether you three running backs, I don't know. Maybe it's a bit much early, but
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Keenan Allen. I've gone Keenan Allen. I've took Jake's advice and gone Keenan Allen.
Oh, is this Jake's team? This one.
Oh,
it's a joint team.
Yeah, hey, he's my good friend. He's given me some solid advice over the years. I'm trusting him. He loves NFL, and
you can grade him after. Tell us who won the draft.
Bish, I think I'm already beating you, Bish. You went off your Saquon Barkley pick. You can't dig into me too much, Bish, because I've got that in the back pocket. Remember that. So it's gone DeAndre Hopkins, Mark Andrews. I've gone Keenan Allen. Ramondre Stevenson's the last pick of the third round. The fourth pick we're on. There's quite a few left. I think I know who I'm going with. I'm hoping Connor does not pick the one who I want. But I'm not going to say in case he's watching the live stream.
Yeah. If they're watching the live stream, they know our.
Yeah,
I think I know your pick next.
Oh, I don't know if you do, Bish.
I might be reading it wrong then.
I'll let you guess. I'll let you guess. Bish, Jake, go Packers. Yeah, me and Jake both Packer fans. Jake's a bigger fan than me. I've got some soft spots around the league for the likes of Browns. I don't know. Miami Dolphins. I'm on the pick. Justin Fields is gone. Who do you think I would have done a pick?
I thought you were going to go with Darren Waller here.
No, Bish, you've got it wrong. I am going. Devonta Smith's still on the board.
He is.
Debo's still on the board. Metcalf's still on the board. Oof.
Good value, potentially.
I'm going. You know what? I'm doubling up. I'm going Devonta Smith. I've got Keenan Allen. I've got the best team in the league.
I've got the best
team in the league already. 4 picks in: Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, Keenan Allen, Devonta Smith. I think I've done excellent here. Bish's 3 picks: Austin Eckler, Josh Jacobs, Calvin Ridley. Bish, talk to me after you bottom in the league.
To be fair, I think my 3 picks are better than your 4. I think Ridley outscores both your wide receivers.
Sam, the what? Joe's winning this year. Come on, Jake. We've just had Joe Burrow go. So that's all the top quarterbacks off this early. We're only in the 4th round.
I think there's Lawrence still knocking about.
Oh no!
Oh, wow, Harrison Butker.
No!
Round 4.
An auto pick. He's clicked the wrong button. He must have clicked the wrong button. DK Metcalf. Well, he's had a night. Danny Bravo. He actually had a good team going up until he had Lamar Jackson,
Garrett Wilson,
DeAndre Hopkins, and Harrison Butker.
We just had back-to-back. We've had Metcalf and Debo Samuel go.
Bish, you're coming up. Who you think?
It's on tag now. What's tag doing? So he's got one of each here. He's got a running back, wide receiver. He's got a quarterback. Who's his 4th pick? He's next up ADP wise. You've got Breece Hall, Aaron Jones, Kenneth Walker, running backs.
Oh, is Brav Matty Crimes?
No, Matty Crimes is Group 7, pick 3. Oh, he's gone Aaron Jones.
Oh, fun. Bijan Robinson, Chris Olave, Justin Herbert, Aaron Jones. I'm beating that. Sorry. Tag, if you're still watching, I'm beating that. Damian Pierce is gone, so we've got Debo gone, Aaron Jones gone, Damian Pierce. We've got the likes of Breece Hall.
How far do you think Jonathan Taylor falls?
Oof, I think very. I might pick him Bish. I'm joking. I'm just hoping someone's listening.
I'm going to double up here, and I'm going with that quarterback wide receiver stack. And Trevor Lawrence, welcome to the team.
Bish, Austin Eckler. So Bish has got Austin Eckler, Josh Jacobs, Calvin Ridley, Trevor Lawrence. Wow.
Jags, 40, 50 points.
Wow.
Every week.
Wow. I don't think they were even that fast paced last year.
Well, they're going to have to be this year because of the defense.
Jake, get on, because I can't slaughter Bish too much. Jake, get on. Get slaughtering Bish because I can't.
It's just the best time because no one's played yet, so everyone has hope of winning. So let it fly now. Amari Cooper goes after me there.
Yeah, Bish better hope the Jags offense is unstoppable. Jake, so we did a pre-recording probably about 20 minutes ago, and Bish has got the Jags doing brilliantly this year. So
I think just look at the division they're in. There's not much about there, is there? The Colts, Titans, Texans. I think
it's gone against being gone. Jags defense ain't that good, so their offense might go crazy. Can't lie.
Yeah. Who was that?
Jake again. He's our top. Jake. Sam Cook.
He knows his stuff, does Jake?
He does, yeah. Sam Cook, Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle, Jameer Gibbs, DJ Moore. He tripled up on the wide receivers early. Not bad, to be fair.
Last pick of the 4th round now.
Jake, you've actually, as you've talked, you've convinced Jake that Jags are going to do really well. He's commenting here, talking himself into Jags. Should be an easy division win for Jags. Ha-ha.
Yeah.
He's talked himself in.
Now, 30, I think the 32-1 Super Bowl.
Sam Cook, he's punted on Moore there. He went DJ Moore. He wanted Amari Cooper with a pick before him. Yeah. Don't like Moore that much. I think he'll be all right because he'll be one of the top options in Chicago. Apparently, the offense is going to be more pass heavy. That's all the news coming out of camp. I believe a lot of it's rubbish, but they will attempt to throw it more, and DJ Moore should hopefully be that man. But yeah, it's a tough pick. It's a tough pick.
Well, as we know from last year on the show, Amari Cooper is unbelievable at home. So let's hope he can improve his away form.
Jake, Justin Fields sucks.
So, a
bit harsh on Justin. He's good runner, but yeah, I'm not there. It's DJ Moore. If Fields learns to pass, I'm laughing. But if not, it's a tough pick. Yeah, you're struggling if Fields can't pass.
Drake London gone there as well at the end of the 4th round.
A couple of years ago, that's what they said about Jalen Hurts, didn't they? They said they said he can't pass, and then year on year he's got better and better. Hopefully, we see the same for Fields. But
yeah, it winds me up a little bit when they say they can't pass. I mean, look who he's trying to throw the ball to. Look at his wide receivers he had last year. And
Darnell Mooney,
and he was the standout. Equinemius, St. Brown. Who I'm not sure who else there were. Cole Kmet out there. He's running for his life a lot of the time. So at least he's got some weapons now.
Sam in the 5th round has just picked Darren Waller. He's been listening to me. I shouldn't have talked.
Yeah. Well,
Bish is on the clock. He's got Austin Eckler, Josh Jacobs, Calvin, Trevor Lawrence, the likes of Breece Hall, Walker, Jonathan Taylor, George Kittle, Miles Sanders, Mattison, McLaurin still on the board.
I am going again, running back, Kenneth Walker.
So you've got 3 running backs
this weekend against the Rams.
3 running backs. Wow, he's got his. So you've got your running back, and you've got 1 wide receiver to go. You've got your flex position sorted. You've got your 1 wide receiver, 1 tight end to go to fill out your starting lineup.
Yeah, I'm just hoping I can fall on a nice wide receiver now.
Oof, yeah, tag himself for all the watchers. Tag's gone Bijan, Chris Olave, Justin Herbert, Aaron Jones. Tag is coming last. Joe Harrison, myself, I'm just Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, Keenan Allen, Devonta Smith. Just comments about how good of a 4 that is. Bish is gone. Austin Eckler, Josh Jacobs, Calvin, Trevor Lawrence, Kenneth Walker. some good teams out there. There's some good teams. There's some bad ones. There's been an auto pick mistake of Harrison Butker in the 4th round, which pretty much eliminates, unless he drafts very well later on, might eliminate Braves from being in the conversation later on. Some big picks here. George Pickens has gone in the 5th round. The 6th pick. George Pickens gone.
Oh, it's Tag again.
Tag's gone. George Pickens.
Pickens gone. He just messaged me. He said you've had a stinker, Joe, picking Keenan Allen that early.
Oh, Tag's drafted. Tag's drafted worst team I've ever seen, but I can't get too emotional at that comment. So we'll show throughout the year. Yeah. I'm coming up. There's one pick before me. Kyle Pitts has gone. Miles Sanders has gone. We've got the likes of Jonathan Taylor. If you want to take the hope that he comes back this season, George Kittle's on the board. Terry McLaurin, Cam Akers.
Where are you going next, Joe? Yeah, quarterback, tight end, or you
filling out my?
Somewhere else?
Well, I've got 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs. George Kittle, I do like. I want to clean him up. Kittle, Joe. Jake's gone. You've got to get Kittle. This late 5th round, 10th pick. Got to get Kittle.
Tags come back. He says, Joe, your team will spend most of the year in the physio room. Barkley, Allen, Henry.
We'll see. I've not got a tight end. I'm have to go Kittle, Goder, unless I fill it my flex spot. McLaurin, I do like. Christian Watson. It's got to be Kittle. I don't have a tight end. I don't want to keep picking. I don't want to keep picking what Jake advises me just for my ego, but I think I've got to go George Kittle and I get my room, and then I can worry about George Kittle has been drafted. My team is Saquon, Derrick Henry, Keenan Allen, Devonta, George Kittle. Let's have a go. I'm good in the snakes. I'm picking in 2 picks time, so I'm hoping I can get the likes of Christian Watson. We'll see who they pick. Soon. Bish.
Yeah, he's laughed at you again. He says hospital ward.
Hospital ward for me.
Kittle.
George Kittle, yeah, you're right about that. I was nervous about that, George Kittle. But if my team stays healthy, I've got the best team in the league, to be honest. But that's Tags reach, Bijan Robinson, Chris Olave, 2nd round, Justin Herbert, Aaron Jones, and George Pickens. Sorry, Tag.
My brother's come in there with Dallas Goedert.
Dallas Goedert.
He's gone AJ Brown in the 1st round, and Dallas Goedert flying the flag for the Eagles.
Flying the flag for the Eagles. I like it. He's got another pick. Then it's me. There's McLaurin, Watson, James Conner, DeAndre Swift. We've got Chris Godwin, Ayuk.
Jamal. Is that Javonte Williams? Nice.
Javonte Williams off the board. So I've got Jonathan Taylor, McLaurin, Watson, Connor, Swift.
Godwin there. When will someone take a gamble on Taylor?
Drafted.
Oh, Christian Watson.
I've got Saquon, Derrick Henry, Keenan Allen, Devonta, George Kittle, Christian Watson. Next off the board, Brandon Ayuk and Dalvin Cook. Oh, he's auto picking, isn't he? Oh no!
It's not a bad one. That I don't think. I think he'll start the season.
Yeah.
It's just whether you've got anything. That's his 1st running back though, so he might.
A couple more running backs, aren't they, here? So ADP wise, we've got McLaurin left, James Conner, Swift, Godwin, Kamara, Mike Williams, Tyler Lockett, Christian Kirk. Bish, what's your team needing? You need your flex position now. Oh no, you don't. So you need your other
I'm needing a tight end, and then probably another wide receiver, I think.
You've got 3 running backs off Austin Eckler, Walker, 3 starting running backs who it should be theirs to keep.
Here we are. Evans has just gone. So
Mike Evans gone. Rashad White, scary Terry McLaurin, Mike Williams. There's not many wide receivers other than Godwin, Lockett, Christian Kirk, Jerry Jeudy. People are talking about.
No, I think.
Who's he gonna go?
Let me just have a quick look at tight ends. There's not any there that I'm really that high on. I'm gonna go with a player I think will have a breakout this year. I could probably wait and get him in the 7th, but I'm gonna take him now. That's Jahan Dodson.
Jahan Dodson.
I think he's going to have a good season.
Jonathan Taylor has been picked, so obviously a lot of he might not even play this season. He's obviously missed the first. He's missing the first 4 rounds automatically already. Bish, why have you nabbed Jahan? I think that means Sam wanted to pick Jahan Dotson. Yeah, you've.
Maybe he wouldn't have been there in the 7th then.
No. So Bish, your team looking very running back heavy. Your wide receivers, I'm not convinced by. Calvin Ridley, Jahan Dotson, I'm not convinced by him, Bish.
I think they've got good ceiling there. I think they've got a great opportunity to break out. I think my running backs they're solid. They'll get me my points, and then I think my wide receivers will probably have up and down weeks.
Njoku has been picked in the 6th round. Isaac Fowler is a reach. He's reached all the way to Cleveland and picked Njoku in the 6th round. That is unbelievable. Yeah, so Njoku, it will be one, but they've got Amari Cooper. They've got a lot there. Of Cleveland now in the wide receiver room and the running back room with Nick Chubb alone. That is a big pick.
I think he's a great end zone target. Njoku. He's athletic. He's been talked up a little bit this year, so it'll be interesting to see how we get on. It'll be interesting to see how the Browns get on. Like you said, they've got a great team. It's just whether Watson, obviously that year out, whether he can take a step and they can deliver in a tough league, tough conference, division even.
Chris Godwin finally off 7th. Chris Godwin fell to the 7th round. Why do you reckon that is, Bish, before you pick here? Why is Chris Godwin fell so late?
For me, I think it's just the Bucks. You've got Baker Mayfield in there, bit of regression expected. But yeah, I'm not sure. Has Mike Evans gone?
I think
I would. Yeah, he has. He went in the 6th. Yeah, I would have had probably Godwin in terms of volume over Evans, but yeah, for me, it'd probably be a stay away from Bucks.
Do you not like Baker then? Is that a minus Baker comment then?
It were unbelievable at the Rams that game when I went to watch Thursday night football, won it at the death versus the Raiders. But yeah, he's not quite what everyone hoped. I'm on the clock here now.
Bish is on the clock.
Just looking at what's available to me.
Bish, you need a wide receiver. I don't want to put pressure on you, Bish.
Yeah, I've been drafting Deontay Johnson a lot. Pittsburgh, and I think I'm going to go there again. I think he's underrated. Don't believe he scored a touchdown last year.
In the comments, let's look at tags. Oh, Bish, actually, it's your pick. Sorry, I don't want to.
Yeah, I've done it. Deontay Johnson. So I've got three running backs, 3 wide receivers.
Have you just picked there?
Yeah.
Oh no, my app's froze, Bish. My app has froze. Update. My app's froze. I don't want to miss my pick.
Close and open quickly.
Join draft now.
Jerry Judy's just gone after me.
Well, Jerry Judy's, so I'll read them out. Who reached on Jordan Addison this early? 7th round, Jordan Addison has gone.
Grimesy.
That's a reach. That you can get him a lot later than that. Wow.
Christian Kirk, tag.
I like that pick, Bish, to be fair.
Jerry Kamara.
So tag team: B. John Robinson, Chris Olave, Justin Herbert, Aaron Jones, George Pickens, Rashard White, Christian Kirk. Wow. Tag, come on, son. Oh no, Browns is picking defense this early. Get Browns, give Browns a text, give Danny Bravo a text, bitch, and let him know ASAP. any more, and the season's over for him this early.
Yes. You never know. You never know.
Tags commented, get JoeMe the Money's team a good physio. Barkley, Derrick Henry, Keenan Allen, Devonta Smith, George Kittle, and Christian. Yeah, then that top 4 pick might need a physio room, but if they stay healthy, I'm winning the league. Your
bench is going to be crucial, I think.
Oh, Bish is on. That's Bish without being mean to me, believing Tag because he's my co-host. I can't slaughter him too much. I like that, Bish. So it's my.
You're on the clock.
I'm on the clock. I've got my 2 quarterbacks. I've got 3 wide receivers: Keenan Allen, Devonta, Christian Watson. Got my tight end in Kittle.
You know what your team needs here? Your team needs Tua.
Bish, what are you trying to get for me when I'm definitely going to go another running back. I'm not reaching on I'm going to go another running back. There's Isaiah Pacheco, James Cook, Montgomery, all on the board around me. And I'm going to go a man who I think is going to get many touchdowns this year. And if I've got any injury in that running back room with Henry or Barkley, James Cook, the perfect backup running back. And that's me, lads, covering my bets on Barkley and Henry.
I like that. That's a good pick.
And I'm on.
Yeah, it's a good pick. Touchdowns, I'm not sure. I think Damian Harris might take him away from him, but
yeah. Didn't think about that. I've had a glitch in there. I've had a panic. Yeah, completely forgot about Damian Harris, to be honest. Jake said Brady was bad last year. Godwin still produced. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Evans still produced 1,000-yard receiver every year. I think they're both safe. I think Baker does like to throw the ball. I think he's gung-ho too much at times, but I think there will be a lot of yards to be made on that Tampa Bay offense. That Rashard White's a good running back, but not to where he demands the ball every carry. I think they're going to produce some fun. So I've gone James Cook, Michael Pittman. Michael Pittman next is gone off the board. The likes. So am I just going to forget about the QB position for now, or what do I do?
Your mate Aaron Rodgers is there.
I'm just going to draft the strongest possible team.
There's another quarterback gone, Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott's gone. I'm going to draft the strongest possible team. I'm drafting the number 1 wide receiver by the end of the season. This is a pick. But at the end of the season, when I'm in the playoffs, because of you see my team, there's only one man who's going to finish as the wide receiver 1 in the final few weeks on the Seattle Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Juba. Come on, I'm winning the league. That is the end of the season pick. Oh, I'm in the playoffs. Oh, wait, Devonta Smith's injured. Keenan Allen's in it. Don't matter. I've got the wide receiver 1 on the Seattle. Let's go.
He's just had his injury, so
He had his injury. He recovered super quick. He
had a good run there.
Very good run. Zay Flowers off the board. Aaron Rodgers off the board. Pat Freiermuth off the board. Isaiah Pacheco lasted a long time. That's a great pick. Stocky at 8th round. Isaiah Pacheco. Quinton Johnson off the board. Evan Engram off the board now. Bish, you're on the clock.
I'm on. Let's have a look.
He's got his quarterback. He's got 3 running backs. He's got 3 wide receivers. So it's really up to you, Bish, isn't it?
It's depth now, really. I think I'm gonna hold out a bit for tight end. So I'm just looking at depth pieces.
Marquise, Hollywood Brown, Montgomery on the board.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with David Montgomery. I think Jamal Williams broke the record for Lions last year with touchdowns, all from probably less than 5 yards out. So I think David Montgomery, he'll get a fair few touchdowns this season.
Bish, talking point by Sam, actually, quite a good comment here. More serious point here, Bish. What do you make to a concerning the concussions that have happened in rugby league this year? Watching some of those, what your thoughts on Tua and his success throughout the year, given his concussion history, especially last year?
Yeah, that's the big question mark in it. Tua at the minute, 3 concussions in a short period of time, and there's a lot of talk on whether medically what happened was correct or not. In being allowed to play so close after the first one, and then obviously having the second one and followed by a third one. So yeah, it's huge. Obviously, the main thing is health. At the end of your career, you want to be healthy and be able to live a life after that. So I think, as again we spoke about it earlier on the earlier show, the Dolphins, that's the only question mark. I think apart from that, they're there. They're a Super Bowl team, I think, on paper. So it's just that question mark of a healthy quarterback, and hopefully he can be healthy, because I think he's he's a decent quarterback. Not quite up there with the 22 in his class with Burrow and Herbert, but he's definitely serviceable.
Bish, I don't know how long Tag's arms are, but they must be very long, because he's gone and reached for Quentin Johnson. That is the 8th round, Quentin Johnson. That's unbelievable, Tag. I think that's a slight at me and picking Allen.
He's liking his young wide receivers.
He is.
We've got Olave, we've got Pickens, Christian Kirk, Johnson. Johnson obviously stacking him there with Justin Herbert as well. So yeah, he's gone with a very young youthful team, and Aaron Jones there just holding it together.
While we've got a minute, actually, I'll re-show the thing. Yeah, everyone watching, we've got quite a few viewers now coming on and off. Red Zone, Tag's opening event at the Tribal Kingswood. All money will go to Rob Burrow 7 discretionary fund. It's a brilliant event, brilliant cause. Go watch Red Zone with the lads. Tag will be on top form as he always is. It's a £10 entry. You get a free drink with that. It's hosted by Mike White of Radio Humberside and 5 Live NFL. Guests include Jake Clifford, Tag himself, obviously, Tex Hoy, Danny Out and Jordan Lane. And Tag, if you're watching, you did miss out our man, Best Bet Bish, in that. So if you can adjust that quickly, that would be brilliant, Tag. I think Best Bet Bish has to be included, but he's on the clock, so we'll turn back to Best Bet Bish. And everyone get your tickets in for Tag. Brilliant event, and we'll keep plugging it throughout the show as people come on and off.
Yeah, looking forward to that one. Did I talk Sam into taking Tua then? Because he's after that he's took him.
I think that was him trying to question that was him questioning it, and he's gone. So his comment was blaming Bish if Tua is rubbish. So there you go.
You can blame me. I'll hold the trophy, and you can blame me. No, I've had an interesting one there, 9th round, and I've picked the 49ers defense there. So there's not really much about that I wanted, to be honest. So
a defense this early is a big call, Bish.
Not just any defense, though, is it? It's a stout defense, very solid defense.
Hand me back. You've just gone. Shut up, Joe. Bang.
I like it. We've spoke how bad the Cardinals and the Rams are, so.
Yeah. So Bish, you've got your whole starting lineup except the kicker done now.
Just tight end as well.
You starting how many players are we starting?
So 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and a flex.
Yeah, just 1 tight end, aren't we? Have you not drafted a tight end?
I've not got a tight end yet.
Oh, I missed that. Yeah, you don't have a tight end. Oh, Bish, who are you thinking about then at this time?
They're all there. They're all in the muchness, really. They're all the same for me, I think. I think it may be a homer pick if Tyler Higbee comes back round to me.
Dalton Schultz.
Yeah, there's a few. There's a few rookies there. Obviously, Dalton Kincaid. Everyone's talking about in Buffalo. Sam Laporta at Detroit. But generally, tight ends is not a position rookies come in and have a big
No.
impact early. So it takes a lot of learning.
I'm looking at Cole Kmet for you there, Bish. I think Justin Fields, bad throwers in the grand scheme of things do normally like to go to the tight end. They're a big target, an easy throw. Obviously, if they are open, they do normally go tight end. I don't have a stat for that, but just watching the game,
it's an easy sort of safety throw, isn't it?
Yeah. And Cole Kmet could be getting a lot of touchdowns this time. I'm about to come on the clock. Anyone who's watching, if you want to give me some advice, I've got Saquon, Derrick Henry, Keenan Allen, Devonta Smith, George Kittle, Christian Watson, James Cook, and Jackson Smith and Jeeba. So
physio signed up already.
I've got my physio on the bench. My next pick, sadly, it's not an option, or it would be my next pick. I don't know who. So I've got a kicker, a defense. I've not got a QB, have I? That's obvious.
Yeah.
That's obvious. I'm getting nervous. I've got in the comment. The comment.
We know who it's going to be, don't we, Joe? We know. Purdy.
Yeah. Oh, they don't know that. They don't know that joke yet, Bish. They've not seen
the. Yeah, but they will do when they tune in.
Tomorrow they'll be getting that joke. He's not. I'm have to wait. Well, I can wait for that, can't I? So I'm have to just pick another good player. And I'm going to go someone who could regain their form, someone who was the best wide receiver in the league only a couple of years ago. He's not going to be the same player, but even a smidgen of what he once was. Mike Thomas, wide receiver for the New Orleans Saints. If I get a bit of special... Another injury-ridden player.
Yeah. You're just drawn to him.
I'm drawn to. They must excite me. I think I like the. I think I like the thing of it, but oh wow, yeah, I'll need a physio next. But to be fair, I've got a lot of depth there, a lot of players who are very exciting. Tags in another ... all capital letters, laughing his head off. I think the viewers went up one, and I think he's just come on just to slaughter me again for that. He's coming on and off just on my pick, slaughter me for my injuries. Let's just read through Tag's team so we can all have a laugh at who's going to be last. We've got Bijan Robinson, Chris Olave, Justin Herbert, Aaron Jones, George Pickens, Rashad White, Christian Kirk, Quentin Johnson, and Zach Charbonnet. That's great.
Team.
The good team. Bish, you're saying good team for Tag.
Young team.
Young team. Very young. Zach Charbonnet, Quentin Johnson.
You're on the clock again here, Joe.
I'm on the clock. Let me have a look. So I've got Michael Todd, AJ Dillon's been picked, Kadarius Toney. I like that. I like them too. I'm going. I'm getting nervous. I'm going for what I will think will be the best defense in the league. I'm taking it off. I can wait for my quarterback now. The Cowboys' defense are off the board.
Cowboys. Interesting. Yeah, it's not.
Cowboys off the park, and I think that has just won with my league because you know who I've got to pick at QB.
Yeah. Unless someone steals him.
Purdy.
Anyone need a QB at this rate?
Come on, Matty Graham, come on. So don't pick Purdy, lads. Eagles. Oh, a lot of defense. Cowboys, Eagles gone. Zeke. I like that. Zeke. The auto pick. If the auto pick didn't, for some reason, pick Harrison Butker, he'd actually have quite a good team. It's just,
yeah, I'm not sure what's happened there because usually it goes on ADP, doesn't it? So maybe you can obviously select some players and put them in a queue. Maybe, exactly. I'm not sure, to be honest.
Because it made a sound, to be fair. The app was quite funny. It went, whoa. Like, did you hear it when it...
Yeah.
That's the sound for a massive reach then, obviously, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the kickers. It's when the kickers go early.
Yeah, when the kickers
just took her in the 10th. So we got two kickers off the board.
Isaac Farrell, Bish, you lied. You said Lamar to drop to round 3.
Well, I thought he would, mate. I thought he would. I didn't expect who took him. I didn't expect Danny Bravo to take him.
It was an auto pick, to be fair, wasn't it? It was an auto.
I'm on the clock here.
Some advice to the ones that have picked kickers. You don't have to pick kickers till super late. Go off the AD.
Tell Tag's picked Tucker.
Tag's picked Tucker. He's got the worst team in the world. Why did you pick Tucker?
I'm gonna lock in my tight end here. I'm gonna take a home pick. Tyler Higbee.
Best pick. Your best pick at this point. Basically, I think you needed a tight end.
Yeah, I think with Cup out, I think he's going to be, a main target. So hopefully he gets a lot of volume.
Bish, you've got the headpiece in. You've drafted a very good teammate, Bish.
And Joe, we're going up levels this year. I've got the mic, I've got the headphones, we've got the logo. We're on the up.
We're on the up. We're on the up. Why we've got a brief minute again. I'll just show. I never went through my best. We'll go through the best bets. Got JoeMe the money picks for this weekend, lads. Get your bets in. We've got Mike Evans anytime touchdown. Mango in difficulty. Mike Evans anytime touchdown. Then Tyler Higbee to get a touchdown and over 48 receiving yards is the line. I think he'll get over that. Higbee get a touchdown. And then we've got the Ray. So this is actually a Bet365 bet boost. I don't know if I'm allowed to see. I guess we'll get in trouble if not. I apologise, Bish. But it's a Bet365 bet boost, and it's Ravens to win with Odell and Lamar both to get a touchdown. I think that's a brilliant bet boost. I think you should all get on that, and I think it's just very likely to happen, and it's got very good odds. Keep it simple. Bish, are you back on? No. What pick are we on?
Yeah, Isaac's just took Brian Robinson, which I think is a good pick. Round 10, end of round 10 there.
Bish's best bets. Bish.
Yeah, we've gone with the Jags -4.5. They're at the Colts. Then we've gone with Rams Seahawks. We've gone under 45.5. I think the line is now. I got it a bit higher myself, but we'll go with the line that's out there now. Unders. And then I've gone Darren Waller. I like to throw in a player prop in there. Darren Waller over, I think it's 50.5 receiving yards in the Cowboys Giants game. Brilliant. So yeah, I'm hoping it's a good start. Good start to week 1.
And then we've got the king himself, Tags touchdown treble, week 1. Bish, give us it.
The oracle has spoken. We've had 2 massive winners, which obviously put us in profit for the season. So he started with Lamar Jackson, Chris Olave, and Kyle Pitts, and at various bookmakers, that's 23-1. So yeah, we Tags, like I said, we're in profit with Tags trebles, so that would be a nice start.
It would be, and he was flying last year. He got a couple of big ones. This could be another big one, but again, Kyle Pitts, I think, is the obvious risky one there. We don't know how the Atlanta offense is going to operate this year. It was very run heavy. Kyle Pitts didn't get much action, but on paper, a tight end of his quality and his pedigree should be able to hit the ground running in his second year. And as Bish said earlier, tight ends normally don't come good to the second, third, fourth year. Bish has just picked again. He's gone Raheem Mostert. I like that, Bish. But yeah, brilliant one. Let's get back to it.
Yeah, Raheem Mostert there. I think at the minute is the starting running back for the Dolphins. So to get a starting running back this late in the draft, I think is nice to have on the bench.
Kind of the opposite. Well, I went with Jackson Smith in it. Someone who probably in the first 5 weeks will get a lot of action. Then, no offense, may taper off. Yeah. I've gone the opposite, haven't you? You've gone early success in case one of your running backs get injured.
I like Seabass. I like Bass's pick there, Sky Moore. I think that's a great pick there. Late in the 11th round. Obviously with Kelsey out, well, potentially out. We don't know if he's fully out, but I expect Sky Moore to step up this year and have a good year. So that's a good pick there.
I've got Jordan Lane next, and I'm next. Sorry, guys, for going thing. I'm just I'm deep in.
Yeah, we've had a couple of tight ends disappear there. With the rookie we spoke about, Dalton Kincaid's gone to tag again, another young player.
Have you picked your tight end yet, Bish? Yeah, you have.
I did. I went with Higby, home pick.
Yeah. Oh, I'm about to be naughty and pick. I'm about to pick Cole Kmet just to take him off the board. That's a bit sick, isn't it? I don't know who I've got. I've got Arkane. I can't pronounce. How do you pronounce his name? I do like him.
A-Chain, I think.
A-Chain. Arkane. Yeah. A-Chain. Devon A-Chain, yeah. Rashad Bateman, I went to him in my overdraft. Jerick McKinnon. Elijah Moore, Cole Kmet. So at this point, if for advice for people who are watching fantasy and they're late in the draft, I think you're looking at two things. You're looking either safe if there's an injury, or you're looking at massive upsides. That means somewhat. Oh, it's touting me down. I'm gonna go Jerick McKinnon. But yeah, carrying on. It's about people who have massive upside. That's why I've gone Jerick McKinnon, someone who, if an injury happens to one of the three running backs at Kansas City, he'll get a lot. He'll get a lot anyway because he's the receiving down running back, so he's guaranteed probably some points. And then if there's an injury, his role will just get better and better. And I've gone upside there. Bish is pulling a face. I don't think he agrees with me, but
I'm just looking at this board here, seeing what I need. To be fair, I'm just looking at bye weeks, so I like to have a look at those. So I'm just looking at my defense, 49ers week 9. So I'll probably only draft one defense and stick with them because, you know, if they had an early bye week, I might have drafted another one, but I'll stick with them. My tight end's all right. I might try and pick up another tight end, and then I just need a kicker.
I've got to back up my pick. I've got to back up. So if everyone who's in, please watch our video that comes out tomorrow because you'll understand this comment that is coming next, unless Connor ruins it. It's got to be done, Bish. I can't say a video and then not back it up. But let's see who Connor drafts. Bish, I think we're getting to the end. Just give some. Wait, I'll deliver my line here. Sorry, I'm delivering I've got my line in my head. But after that, I think we're better off giving some advice for drafts for people who still might have some, or for future. You know what I mean? For in the future, just give them some advice because you've done many in your time. We're still waiting on Connor Joe. He's got about 15 seconds left. Then I'll make my quarterback pick. And there's only one man I can pick.
We know who it is, don't we? TikTok.
And you'll Carlson kicker. There's only one. I need a quarterback. I've got very good squad depth. I've got a lot of risky players in. So let's get the safest quarterback in the league.
Can you believe it?
What?
Another guy familiar with injury.
Oh,
can you believe it? They just come to you, Joe. They just come
to me. But this man's not getting injured this year. It was late on he got injured. And he is leading the 49ers to the Super Bowl. Purdy. He's my quarterback. Brock Purdy's locked in. Let's go. I've got my whole team sorted now. I've got every spot sorted. I'm happy. I've got my man. I've got my man who's going to lead a team to a Super Bowl, so it's a safe bet. He'll get his touchdowns. He's the man. He's Mr. Irrelevant, but in my eyes, he's the only one that I care about. Purdy. Let's go.
Purdy to Kittle. That's all you want to hear, isn't it?
Kittles. But again, Bish, yeah, give some advice before we end.
I mean, typical one is stick to ADP, I guess. But you know, obviously it depends where you're drafting, 1 to 12. Do you want to go heavy with a sort of running backs that we both did early on? But I think the beauty of this is, some people might say it's a reach, but you can pick your favourite players. Pick your favourite players who you enjoy watching. And for me, that's what fantasy is about. And the beauty of it is red zone. you just hope Scott Hansen is shouting their name saying touchdown on a Sunday. So yeah, I think just have fun with it. Just one thing I would say is if you see a run on positions, like for instance, if we scroll back up in the 7th round, we had from pick 1 to pick 6, it was wide receivers straight off the board, 6 picks of wide receivers. So there, I wouldn't carry on there. I'd look at a different position because you've just lost all value. So that's the only thing I look at is if you have a run of players in one position, I probably look elsewhere for value and then come back to that later on. But other than that, it's do your best, really.
Yeah, good advice. I think, yeah, have fun with it. My one would be late rounds. In my opinion, from about the 7th round onwards, pick upside. Pick players who might not be starting every week, but with an injury will be a feature down. Running back, wide receiver, a wide receiver in my eyes, like Michael Thomas, who's had injuries for years, but he was one of the best wide receivers in the league. If he comes back and stays healthy, he will be. He'll as late as I drafted him, he could be a brilliant pick for me. For example, I've also gone McKinnon, Jackson Smith, and Jeeba, one upside where his pedigree says he should be the best wide receiver in the league. You've got 2 players who played with him in college who were Garrett Wilson and who's the other one, Bish?
Who was you talking about? Sorry.
No, Bish is concentrating on the thing. I'm talking Garrett Wilson, Jackson Smith, and Jeeba on the
Alabama.
Yeah, on Alabama. I think it was OSU, and I think it's the other one, Olave. There were like 3 of them. Or it might have been Alabama. I get confused, but he was the best player on the wide receiving corps. I know it was Garrett Wilson on the same team with him. You've seen how good he does. I think the other one might be Chris Olave, but I might be wrong. But whoever it is, it's someone up there, and he was the best one. So the upside's massive. So go upside late on, and otherwise, like I said, have fun and pick the players you like. Really.
Yeah, like we said, try and get your kickers last.
Get your kickers last. Yeah, that's another one because kickers have gone a bit early. No offense, some people showing their rustiness at this, including Tag. But yeah, Bish, we'll finish it. I think we're close to being done.
Yeah, we're on bench players now.
I'll just go over a few things. Again, one final time. Tag is our sponsor of the night. Joe, we're just doing it because we're a great friend of the shows, and he's opening Red Zone this Sunday at the Tribal Kingswood. It's a £10 entry, free alcoholic drink when you come in. Hosted by Radio Humberside, 5 Lives, Mike White. Guests include Scott Taylor, Jake Clifford, Tex Hoy, Danny Houghton, Jordan Lane, and the feature guest, my mate. Best bet, Bish himself will be there with all of his advice. Tickets, of course, go to a brilliant cause in Rob Burrows 7 discretionary fund. Book now at tagtestimonial.co.uk. We've got Tag's touchdown treble on the screen, 23-1. We've got my bets here, and then Bish, your bets.
Yeah, Jaguars -4.5. The Rams v Seahawks, we've gone on the unders line, under 45.5. And Cowboys Giants, we've taken Darren Waller to hit the overs on his receiving yards at, I think it's 50.5.
Yeah, I think, other than that, let me whack that off. I don't know what. Sorry about that. Quick, late on, 10 o'clock mistake. But yeah, we're on. Get to Tag's event. I hope you've had a brilliant day with us joining. Bish, let's see your last pick.
My last pick. I'm looking at upside running backs. I'm gonna go Tajee Spears for when Derrick Henry is on your bench, out injured. Tajee comes in and saves the day.
I appreciate that, Bish. But I think we've all got good teams. We're going to post them all. We'll have a bit of fun in the next couple of weeks about who's done the best, who's done the worst. But yeah, thanks for joining us, everyone. We've got a video coming out tomorrow about our season predictions. We go over the AFC, NFC, our MVPs, and all of the fun stuff in between. It's the first week back of football. Bish,
it's great to be back.
Great to be back. Right, thanks everyone. See you soon.
See you later.
Birdie.